So guys, the day after this happened,
They can fly themselves, it's not stupid, I own the drone myself.
I decided to go back to the scene of the fire. Come on.
Oh dear me.
How you doing, buddy?
Alright.
You alright?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good, good. Some destruction, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah?
YouTube.
Yeah, you know.
Also, well, I think I've seen you before.
Have you? Have you heard about the guy who arrested me last night?
Have I heard about it?
Yeah.
I should hope I have, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back again?
Hey, we've got some daylight footage.
You're not going to get told off today, are you?
Well, the thing is, I've done my own work again. There's no restrictions in the air. I stick to the law. Do you know what I mean?
He had a bit of a running with you guys.
I'll be totally honest, I don't know what the protocol is with obviously you flying your drone over, but obviously
I've just got to be mindful of, you know.
you absolutely do.
Yeah.
You absolutely do.
Yeah, that's it. And obviously, at any point, I always keep away. I'll never be, you know, go close to him. Like, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, it can distract him. So I try and keep a distance.
Is it up now?
No, yeah, I've had to just bring it down. But this is
Oh,
this is the footage I just got.
Right.
But if you stick to a relative good height, away from people, you know. But it's just we want to see this stuff, you know. One day we'll look back and say what were there.
The stuff is online. It's on. It's on this Lancashire Post. It's been posted now.
This is my point. Do you know what my main point is though?
Go on.
Because Lancashire Evening Post and the mainstream media
Yeah.
are allowed to do it,
Right.
just because we take that as an offence, not to obviously
Oh,
you,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. I
to
get
those who try and say
Has
you
someone
can't.
said to you that you can't fly it?
Oh mate, that cop, the guy who arrested me last night for detaining me, handcuffs.
Right. See,
He actually quoted like 256 of the CAA, the wrong legislation and everything.
Right.
Honestly, mate, yeah.
Okay.
And
Where's the drone at the minute?
pardon?
Where's your drone at the minute?
Why?
No, I mean, have you put it away? Have you got? I take it you've got the footage then, innit?
Yeah, no. If there's a break in the weather, I'm going to go back up again because I want to try and get more angles. You see.
Is it not good when it's raining?
No, mate. I had to pull it in quick. Like, well, it's not that it isn't. It can still fly, but you don't want water getting it motors.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know.
So basically, well, this when you get a license and you go for your test online and that, these are the responsible things that you've got to be mindful of. You know, you won't fly right close to someone's window, be looking in. It's all common sense stuff. You know,
Yeah, it's definitely.
don't be flying next to him, right next to him while he's putting fire out to get a close. That's just stupid, you know. But you can, but you won't, as a responsible person, you won't do that. You know. But anyway.
Yeah, like I say, if you've been told to kind of not go near, and obviously this happened last night, that would be the same kind of.
Well, no. The thing is, see, I go off the CAA report, and they basically go on Drone Assist. There's various apps, and they've got to put a report in on the app that basically says there's a restriction in this area. So basically, so I've done my own work again before I've come back out.
Right.
I've checked to make sure that if there's a restriction in this area for flying with your drone, and there isn't. So I only go back. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So someone in the police force might not like it. That might be his opinion. Do you get what I'm saying? Unless he gets it backed up through CAA and gets a restriction in place, his feelings could be told. You might say, well, your personal opinion might be, I don't see any problem with him. I'm not saying it is,
Right.
but it could be, right?
Right.
But that other the sergeant might go, well, no, I'm not happy with him flying above. But you, like you rightly said, LEP and everybody's been here. So what's the difference?
Yeah. No, we've got drone footage as well, so we've used obviously to get photographs to show people to keep the distance, all that kind of stuff, safeguarding stuff.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it yourself, I'd just say if you've been told to not flying in the area and there's already been one incident regarding that,
Yeah.
obviously my advice would be don't do it again. Don't do it again. I think if you've got your footage and you're happy with it, happy days.
No, well, so right, I didn't expect you to give me advice.
No,
Your
I'm not
advice
giving
isn't
you-
backed up by law, is it?
No, I'm just saying that's what I would be doing. That's my personal advice. I'm not giving you advice regarding the constabulary. It's just that's what I would be doing personally. Do you know what I mean? Have you got the footage? Have you got everything?
No,
you
not
possibly need?
everything I need. No.
Right. What do you need?
Why?
Because obviously you can't put the drone over and land in. Do you know what I mean? Type
No,
thing. So,
yeah,
you've
but the
already
thing
said
is,
keeping
mate,
your
right?
distances.
You're not supposed to do that anyway. So that's what I wouldn't be doing.
No, I know you said that. Obviously, like,
You know.
you wouldn't be going into someone's window and things like that.
Yeah.
You seem quite clued up. So
But
I'm
the
fairly
police, I
confident.
think the police must look at us like we're stupid, like we're going to do these stupid things.
I don't think you're stupid.
No, but I'm not saying you, the police, because you're a PCSO, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
So
still police, but yeah, a different role, I suggest.
So-
Still police, but yeah, a different role, I suggest.
Next.
Wow. You from Fire and Rescue?
No, just member of public.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if you can do that.
Do you not? I can tell you if you don't know. I'm allowed.
Yes, you
Oh
are.
yes, I'm allowed.
Hi, we're trying to get to somewhere called Iceberg near Heavenly Desserts. We're trying to follow the Google Maps, but obviously everything's blocked off.
Yeah.
So we don't
Do you know
really-
this one here, lovey?
Yeah,
If you're doing a left down that ginnel there,
yeah.
head to where that next police officer's over there, and he'll point you to the right hand side of that church, because the road's blocked there,
Right.
and that will bring you onto Church Street. So Iceberg's over there.
Oh,
All right,
thank
lovey.
you.
You take
Thank
care.
you. I don't know Preston.
I know Preston, born and bred.
Oh.
Can I stand here and do your job? No, you're not meant to give directions, are you?
Well, if
You
I
can,
know,
can't you?
I can, but I don't know Preston at all.
How guilty would you feel, right, if you gave her directions, right, and she got run over by a bus, and you could have sent her a different way?
Well, don't say that. I still don't know if you're allowed to do that.
Look at them putting it out. Amazing, isn't it?
Shit. Where's your drone anyway? I can't see.
It's tiny. They're that tiny now. They're hard to see.
Really?
Yeah, mine's the same colour as the clouds for that reason, because people just some people shoot them down, you know. Oh, is this car coming out? Is he? Right, Missy, you have a lovely day.
Oh, you too. Just be careful.
Oh, very careful. And
But now I know.
would you like to become a real police officer?
Yes, someday.
Would you?
Yeah.
What country was you born in?
Poland.
Was you?
Yeah.
Did you not miss it?
No.
Are you not allowed to walk down
No,
there?
I'm sorry.
I've got a bar down the road.
Oh.
Walk all the way around.
Yeah, I like Polish people. Very nice. And what about the weather? Is it much colder there?
In the winter.
In winter, yeah.
Summer is hot.
Okay. Well, anyway, nice to meet you. You have a good
nice
day.
To meet
You take care.
Thank you for showing me.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go on the other side of town now. You take care, lovey.
You too.
Bye bye.
Nice lady. Let's hope it stays that way. Huh?
So, guys, we have the police. And PCSOs here.
Are you flying in a minute? Are you flying your drone in a minute?
What's it got to do with you, like?
Just because fire have restricted the airspace. Fire have restricted the airspace.
No, they have- no, they haven't.
It's still on at the minute.
I've been on drone assist this morning.
Pardon?
I've been on drone assist this morning. There's no restrictions, mate.
Right, okay. I mean, I was told that they were. There was.
Well, will you stop giving false information out then, please?
I'm not. I'm being
You
told-
just tried
I'm
to give me
telling you-
false
I'm
information.
telling you what I've been told.
Well, go back to them and tell them there's no restrictions.
Sorry, just say it for me again.
First of all, identify yourself, please.
PC Bickley, 8032 from Preston Police Station.
Will you tell me, now you're recording,
Yep.
was you going to tell me?
Yeah. That's
Are you
fine.
recording?
I am recording. Yeah.
Okay, for what purpose, if you don't mind me asking?
Just so that I know that you've told me that there isn't any restrictions on the airspace, and then I can feed it back. Because I was told that there was, and you're telling me that there isn't, so I can go and let them know that.
Well, the onus is on you to find that out, buddy.
Not on
Rather
me
than
personally, it's not. I pass on the information.
You just tried
I'm
to give me
given.
information.
Yes, and I'm told by my senior officers that that's the case, so I'm passing that information on to you. If you're telling me it's not the case and don't disbelieve it, I just need to go and let them
Well,
know.
you can do a quick check if you want. If you go on an app called Drone Assist, right?
Well, I'm not going to do it personally.
You're not going to do it personally?
No, I'm not going to do it personally. It's not my job to do that.
And first of all, you need to establish whether or not I'm flying a drone.
Well, that's why I asked you the question, because I don't know.
Well,
asked you
I
and
don't
you
have to.
answered me.
I don't have to give details.
And I'm not asking you to give you details. All
So-
I asked was, are you flying your drone? And you said that there isn't a restriction in the airspace. And I'll take your word for it, but I'll just go and let them know that.
Okay, but I'm not going to confirm or deny flying a drone. Basically,
Okay, fair enough.
is that okay?
Not a problem.
Because I can't see one in the sky, can you?
Well, that's why I asked you.
Well, are you not better off looking up in the sky?
Yeah. I looked up in the sky and then I asked you. I am allowed to ask you the question as well.
You're allowed to ask. That's fine. And I'm allowed to politely decline, aren't I?
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry for coming across abruptly.
I take
Last night I was detained here,
right.
right?
Not by me though.
Not by you,
No. I
but
don't think
you
we
wearing a
were
uniform.
Right.
If I met you in a
Dictate who
pub,
I am as a person, though,
if I met you in a pub, you're probably a nice guy. But the way you tried to give orders to me then,
I didn't give you any orders.
It
I
was
asked you
st-
a question.
what about flying here?
I
You
said,
no,
are
you
flying-
said that you
I
said.
Are you flying your drone at the minute? Because I'm told that there is a restriction on the airspace.
Well, there isn't.
Right. There was no instruction there, was there?
Well, that's basically implying that I must stop doing it if there's a restriction.
I didn't even know if you were flying at the time. I asked you the question. You might have said no, I'm not flying, and then it's not a problem.
Well,
is it?
I don't want to. I don't want to say that I'm flying a drone,
You
or that I'm
basically
not.
incited an argument where there didn't need to be one. I asked you a question. All
Mate,
you wanted to say was yes, but that's
I'm a
it.
free person.
Yeah, I'm not.
You've got the
saying
right to ask me questions.
Yeah, and that's all I was doing.
I've got the right to answer
Yeah.
in any way, in shape, or form, as long as I'm not being disrespectful to you.
Right. Okay. I mean,
Is that okay?
all I'm saying is you incited an argument that didn't need
Not
to
incited.
happen.
This is very calm, sir. We're not
Is it?
arguing.
You don't sound calm to me.
I don't sit calm.
No.
Oh, you've not heard my angry voice.
Right. Okay. I don't need to either.
You don't need to.
No.
So you're saying I'm not calm? As an argument?
I'm saying that you're coming across as not calm to me, yeah.
Not
because
calm?
you were telling me that you've been detained last night and that I'm wearing a uniform, but it wasn't me. I've not met you before.
Yeah, but this
I came
uniform
to
represents. Can you see them marks on my wrist?
Right.
And
Again,
red
not
marks. The guy ragged me from round my back,
Again,
right?
not
For doing
me.
illegal, lawful
Me.
activity.
No, wasn't me.
So today I've woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Right. I
Right.
apologise for that.
No, you
It
don't
wasn't me.
apologise because it wasn't you. And I want, you know what I mean. I can't accept your apology for what someone else has done.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I'm apologising for the uniform. If you're telling me that there's no restrictions, I'll go and feed that back. That was the only thing that I needed to know.
Mate, the lawful thing that I can do if I'm flying a drone,
Yeah.
I check with the Drone Assist app, right?
Yeah.
I stick to the rules of the CAA,
Fabulous.
and if there's nothing flagged up that it's
Yeah.
got restricted, how am I
Exactly.
meant to know?
I 100% agree with you, but I just need to go and let somebody know. That's also all I was asking for was your help.
Pardon?
All I was asking for was your help with that information.
Well, I don't feel helpful today, sir.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
I mean, you've given me all I need. You know, you don't want to tell me if you're flying a drone or not, but you tell me that there isn't a restriction, so I will go and let them know.
Yeah, that's
And if
fine.
they want to change it, you can do. And I'm
Yeah.
assuming that information will filter through this app that you've got.
well, that's how people would find out. So
Right.
basically, if I wanted to fly up and around Preston Prison now, right,
Yeah.
straight away,
Uh-huh.
it's all surrounded a red area around the prison,
Right. Yeah.
And it'll come up in the top right hand corner
Yeah.
with all its hazards and why you can't, it's common sense stuff. Drugs get dropped in and everything, right?
I know nothing about drones.
Now here, in this area today,
Yeah.
there are no restrictions
Right.
on the app.
Okay.
So that's what drone flyers use.
Aware of the app, that's why.
I have no idea.
No, but
It's
that, yeah. So what I'm saying is, so the reason why, another reason why he might think that I'm coming across in a certain way is because this guy doesn't like a drone pilot because he won't be talking the way he'd know where you can get this information from. So if I'm the pilot here, right, is it not better to listen to the member of public, yeah,
Well, yeah, that's
and,
why I
and
asked
taking it on face value?
exactly
But
my point.
you're not, because you're going to have to check with people. You don't believe what I'm telling you.
No, I'm going to go back and say I've been told that there's no restrictions, and if they want to change that, then they can. I'm not in a position to change it. I'm
Yeah.
not disbelieving you. I know nothing about aviation. If you're telling me there's no restrictions and there's no restrictions, I'll go and feed it back to
Okay,
the people who
and
can change
and as a
that.
responsible drone flyer as well, you wouldn't go close to people. You'd stay away from the hazards, if you get what I'm saying.
Absolutely,
So
yeah, it makes total sense. You don't want to damage
if I decide to put my drone up, right,
Yeah,
I will be sticking to the rules of CAA. I won't be.
excellent.
Do you know what I mean?
Nice to meet you. Well, thank you
So
very much. Enjoy enjoy the rest of your day.
You enjoy your day. You take care. So guys, I'm going to all four corners of the cordon. I doubt they'll have been on bloody radio with each other. They're not that clever, are they, guys?
Have you got
Well, don't think a bit harder and think about what you're saying. What? If you don't think, which means you don't know, go and find out. Well, I'm sick of people approaching me asking questions. Go and find out the facts and then come to me. She says, I think you're not allowed. I said, well, go away, think a bit harder and come back to me when you know. They're idiots, aren't they?
Dogs to this guy.
And this fella here, look, he looks a dodgy one, but he's been back at bloody Skips.
Hi mate, you okay?
Sorry?
Are you okay?
Oh, talking about you, not to you.
Yeah, no, I'm asking if you're okay.
Oh, I'm very okay. Are you okay?
I'm absolutely fine, thank you.
Yeah. Has she asked you any questions, the PCSO?
No, I was just talking to you, that's all.
Pardon?
I was just talking to you. Just seeing
Has she
if you're
not?
alright.
Has she not relayed any information onto you about me?
You don't need to know that, do you?
Do I not?
No.
We have no business then, sir.
Right, okay. See
Bye
you
bye.
later. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye bye. Alright. There's no reason
Who are
to
you
be
like?
awkward, is there?
Who are you?
There's no need to be awkward, is there?
You lot are being awkward with me.
How?
Do you see them marks there?
Right.
That was due to your lot arresting me last night.
Right.
Down here for illegal and lawful activity.
What was that?
And this lady here, you would think, she would think a bit harder. She thinks this is not allowed on doing, right?
All I asked, sir, was if you
I
had a
think
drone.
it's not allowed. That's what you said. Go and find out if it is first. And of course, members are public. Well, I don't need to.
We're allowed to ask questions.
You're allowed to ask, but what I'm saying is, you're better off getting educated before you show yourselves up, right?
Right.
I mean, is that right?
Yeah, but we've been reasonable, aren't we?
Mate, last night the fella wasn't reasonable with me, so I have to treat every police copper now with the same attitude because I don't know the next one who's going to have me in handcuffs for illegal, lawful activity.
You can't tarnish everyone with the same brush, man.
I've got to, because I don't trust this uniform anymore.
Right, okay. Well, you understand there's a complaints procedure, don't you?
A police do the police do anything about complaints? This is how I feel, mate. I've really lost the plot with police. So I have. I'm sorry. You might be a nice guy, right? But you're getting the brunt of my attitude because of what happened last night.
I don't know what's
Well, I was handcuffed, falsely detained, unlawfully.
So you were in custody last night?
Well, no. Once he found out that I wasn't flying a drone, it was in my bag, and it wasn't illegal to fly a drone, he took the handcuffs off.
Right.
So I think what I'm saying, the police should just look first to see if there's a crime being committed, rather than barking orders, getting you in handcuffs and all the rest of it, and just, because they can save themselves a lot of hassle. Because when these claims go through, it's not the police who are paying for it, it's the public, like me. You, everybody who's a taxpayer, are paying for the claims. And if it were coming out of the copper's pocket, it'd be a different story.
Right, well, I can only apologise. I wasn't involved.
No, I know.
I don't know what's happened last night.
Yeah.
I can't account for the officers' actions.
But if you know the law, would you do me a favour, please? I'm asking you politely now. Would you inform the uninformed people about the law regarding photography and drones?
I take it that's a conversation you had with the officer last night, did you?
I didn't even get a chance to have that conversation, mate.
Right, we clearly got off on the wrong foot. Alright, so I'm not here to be awkward. Yeah,
No, I know.
By any stretch, alright. So you're clearly taking an interest in this, and that's
Yeah, and
absolutely
like
fine,
the other grape as well, right? Lancashire Evening Post and other organisations are allowed to fly the drone, right? But when it comes to an hobbyist, but who's still got a licence, bear in mind, I've done everything legally, I'm covered by law. But when I want to put one up, oh sorry sir, I don't think you're allowed to do
Here's
this.
a question for you. Sorry to interrupt,
You
sir.
okay, buddy?
Right.
If he had BBC or ITV badge there, you wouldn't have said a word to him. And don't deny it.
You just make it
It could be,
Don't
it's
deny
true though,
it.
isn't it, mate?
You wouldn't have. Don't deny it.
anyway, so this is probably going to be here for days. So
Days.
I
Yeah.
imagine so.
Okay, thanks.
Right.
Anyway,
I'll leave you
who was I talking to? Like, because you could be bin man round corner.
be. Yeah, absolutely.
Are you a police
You've not even
constable?
asked me. You've not even asked
Are you a
me.
police constable?
I thought I thought that would have been the first question you would have
Why
asked
do you
me.
know what this is?
I don't know what.
Do you know what this is? What's going on here now?
I do.
What is
I
it?
am a police officer.
No, but do you know what I'm doing here?
I'm
You got a-
assuming you've got some sort of gadget, a drone that you're flying.
Okay. No. Right. So could you identify yourself, please?
Yeah. I'm Hassan Khan. I'm a superintendent.
Superintendent.
Preston.
Okay. What? Based at Preston HQ.
Based here at Preston.
Divisional HQ.
Yeah.
All right. So you could actually see that video one day then, because you're quite a high-ranking officer, then, aren't you?
Which video?
Well, of the guy that who assaulted me with the handcuffs last night.
Do you mean on the body one video?
Well, no, because it's on YouTube. It's just gone on YouTube today.
Oh, right.
But yeah, it'll
Like I
probably
said-
make its way to you because, like I say, it was wrong.
Yeah, what I would say is, if it's something that you feel strongly about, which you clearly do, it's a complaints procedure. And
Yeah.
it is. It is.
Come on, don't be a comedian.
I don't know what.
Well, that's another thing. I think IOP, you'd have to go right, try to go right to the top of it straight away, wouldn't you? IOPC or whatever. Because, like I say, I've just known like local complaints to normal police stations. They just get like swept under the carpet. They just get slap on wrist. Hey,
Yeah.
be careful what you're doing, and don't get caught next time, type of thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I am going to take it. I'm going to try and take it as high as I can because, it's, like I say, there's no point me recording in public if I don't. You know.
Well, that's open to you.
And one thing I'd never do with this, I'd never make anybody risk. I won't fly close to a guy while he's putting a fire out and all the rest of it. I'd be. That's what we train for,
Is there a restriction in place?
There's no restrictions. I've looked on the app, right?
Have the police put a no drone restriction?
I'll have to check with the police commando.
And that's what I've done this before I've come out. I've checked to see if there's any restrictions, and it's not showing.
I'm going to have to go.
Yeah.
It's nice
Okay.
to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Sorry we got off on the road before.
I thought you were going to go and check for us.
Say again.
Did you not say you were going to go and check for
I
us?
can check for him. I'll get him to speak to you. I won't be coming back.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Howdy doody, stranger. Oh no, then. See the commando over there.
Definitely today, I would say. But other than that, it's one of those out on the piece of street, I suppose. But
How you doing? Are you a liaison officer?
again, I'm not a liaison.
No.
I would think so.
What does it say? Oh, incident command.
I run it.
So do you know if there's a restriction in place for drones?
I don't.
You don't.
Not ideal, but
If you don't, then who does? Is what it is. You've got the wrong title on your back.
It's a usually
You see the pictures online.
Well, no, there isn't. But basically,
there isn't.
I've been asked like 3 officers, like,
Was that last night?
no, today now. Last night as well, I got detained.
Last night would have been different because the fire had their drones up and potentially it'd interfere with us. But today,
No, but even last night, right? Yeah, I did all the irrelevant checks, on drone assist, right?
you might be onto something there.
And that's all we can go off by the CAA to find out if there's restrictions in place. So I've done all my relevant
As far
legal
as I
checks.
know, today there isn't.
Yeah.
But last night, the fact that the fire had theirs up,
Well, do you know
it's
that-
interfering with emergency services to escape.
Yeah, but do you know that you
So
had a
that's the
superintendent
difference.
on last night, yeah? And he said he was calling to go and put one in place. So that he was admitting that at that time there wasn't
I don't
one.
know about who's one.
Yeah, but I get that.
Right.
All right, mate.
See you later.
Cheers.
See you later.
See you later. Right. Can I ask you a question, please, miss? Can I ask you a question? Why did you radio through, lovey? Did you radio through to tell them I was flying?
No, they already knew.
Did he already know?
Yeah.
Did you ask him?
No, they said she answered you.
So they're watching me, are they?
Probably see it. Alright then.
This is funny, man. See, this is what you got to do, guys. But anyway, I'm going to carry on my rounds. So I will apologise to my normally polite people about my way I was off with a couple of them people there. and it really is. I'm pissed off and I'm vexed from what happened last night. One tyrant can set you off to a bad attitude, like, you know, or a bad bit of energy the day after, and I've woke up fuming. Like I say, my wrist is all still red and bruised. You can see the bruising on my hand. Now, end of the day, yeah, for what? Today I'm not even flying my drone, but I'm hoping to get educated on the radio. I really do. So we'll just do the rounds on the area and get back to the vehicle, guys.